just a friendly public service reminder from the Coyote Medicine Show, only and exclusively on the Hazy Radio Network. Oh, darlings, you getting it right today. Oz didn't give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. He was always rusting himself up with his tears. He always had a heart, you silly little dears. See, we didn't know it, man. We've been looking for it everywhere, man. You know, from the abomination of some real cruelty and quirky shit here, right on through to pushing ourselves too hard to get it clear, baby. Now we can back away and be the sunlight and the light of day, 'cause it's all trying to reveal itself to us, man. Right through us, you betcha, and all around us too, man. Mother Earth is hiking up her skirt and lowering down her cleavage a bit. She wants you to see what she might just be. What a hot little chick she is, man. Yo mama is, well, I mean, if she's yo mama, she had to be hot now, didn't she, man? And isn't she, man? Yeah, still alive inside your soft, sweet little hide, that mama love of Mother Earth, given of the great sunlight. The sun is the seed, the mama is the earth that gives it birth and gives creation its place of being, you see. So they're united quite naturally. And what we're seeing here in this reality is an unraveling of the process by which we be, which brings us back to where we be and how we be and who we are and what it's all about, eh? Getting it underway in the great light of day, the sunrise surprise right there inside your soft, sweet little hide. Because Grandpa Coyote, he know the way, because you dictated to me from out there, wouldn't you say? Because I got it right in here. And the angels help us redefine it and get it very, very clear. They manipulate me to get the right tunage, to make your heart large in this moment of the day, to expand your understanding in a little grander way, so you see more of what's really going on out here and no longer exist in what we call a state of denial, where you say, oh, that isn't happening, I didn't see that, it's always been that way. Yeah, right. When I say spread them wings and take flight, what am I saying? I'm saying, babies, lighten up and see it for what you be in it, and what it be in and around you too, man. See, Tin Man, you don't even need the oil can, baby. You're permanently lubricated. In fact, you know that tin is turning into something a little softer than that, into a real live skin. You see? And here you thought you were always made out of tin, didn't you? Again, that little man behind the curtain, he could sure pull off some wizardry. But then he found out when he revealed himself for real, or the doggy did. Well, doggies always do, man. Watch out for them little dogs especially, man. They'll sneak up on you, pull that curtain back, give you a love attack before you know what happened, Jack. And then you fall back into the realm of the heart. Then you explain to the scarecrow there's nothing to be afraid of. You explain to the Tin Man, well, gee whiz, what you got going on there, dude? I mean, come on, you know. What more do you want? You're everything that a heart could ever desire to be. And then the cowardly lion says, shit, look how much courage you've already shown. Now shut the F up and get out of here, man. Go fly in the lion sort of way, okay? That's the way we play on this Coyote Medicine Show. It's quite revealing, don't you know? You know, and as that old man steps out from behind the curtain and says, well, yeah, I is the Wizard of Oz. A-H-H-H-H-Z-Z-Z. Oz. Yeah, 'cause everybody goes, ah, when this wizard's around, baby. Speaking of which, you want to be found June 25. Rockin' and alive there at the Intervision Conference at Joyful Journey Hot Springs, Villa Grove, Colorado. You can make your immediate reservations if there's any left. Oh, get on it. Get on over to thecoyoteclub.com or thecoyoteclub.com. I'm stumbling over my own words now. Thecoyoteclub.com. Click up the sponsors page and get your reservation underway. And be sure and tell them Grandpa sent you, man. A hell of a group of angels going to assemble there the 24th through the 26th. So come camp out with us all weekend. We'll have some fun. Even after the sun thinks it's made its run, man. I think it'll stay light all night on the evening of the 24th going into the 25th into the 20th. I don't think there's going to be any more day and night, man. I think we'll just get it right. Live in the light of love forevermore. See, Oz didn't give us anything that we didn't already have. We just didn't know. We were as dumb as the Tin Man, and every bit as thick, too, and every bit as rusty in the joints, and in the heart especially. Totally hidden from most of us. Almost completely, yet there was a hazy vision of the mystical reality, of the truthful love that lives through us quite creatively. Don't you see? It's always been there. We've always been doing that, living in the creation and loving ourselves for it. Sometimes just for our ability to put up with the abomination, the horror, the pain this life could create, because that so deeply ripened us into the areas of loving expression, man. You know, once you've been in pain, you know how it is to be out of it. You know how it is to be loving once again when the pain has taken away all your gain and knocked you on your ass. You're not a sorry little lass or laddie. You're kind of a baddie, man. 'Cause your heart just don't take that shit lying down. It's coming around, no matter what anybody else has to say. We got it underway 'cause that's your way, which is our way, which is the highway, which is becoming visibly present in your life, so that you more understand the flow and the glow you already got going on. The glow is the creation around you, arising from inside of you. So pay attention to how the flow go, man. Look to your soul, look to your heart. Let the mind relax and feel something that's real for a change. So it don't have to worry anymore and try and figure it all out. Just let it relax. Embrace that mind, that part of the mind, all of the mind that has been so undivine, so afraid of itself, so afraid of its power, so frightened of its love, that it will push love away from it consistently, again and again, even though it's eternally hungry, like the wolf, for the love, love, love. Yet pushes it away. I don't want dinner today. I'm not lunching on that. It ain't good enough, man. See, that kind of thing. We have all kinds of ways of denying our wings and saying our heart don't create. We're powerless. We're stupid, unromantic, sunk like the Titanic and laying on the bottom shelf getting rusty and dusty. And what? Don't listen to that crap. See, that's the fertilizer from which truth is born. The blossom of love coming forward from the bullshit of the past, the greatest lie we could ever live. It knocked us right on our ass, didn't it? But guess what? After all this shit, after all this stupidity we've displayed, humanity's got class. We are a class act. We know how to play the drama out to its Hollywood ending, man. Just when you think it's all lost, we snatch it right out of the hands of the devil and give it back to paradise, don't you know? Hollywood, man. We love that shit. Happy endings are great, but only if they're tense right up to the end, where we begin. And today is the dawning of that new clear day, that day you have waited for, because it's in the moment of now, in the and how with June 22. Is any time you want it to be. Any way you want it, that's the way you got it. That's the way your heart will have it be. When you can live it innocently, when you can be just a blossoming tree and be happy about the flowers and the fragrance and the abundant fruit you're producing, and just go with the flow, man, don't you know? Feel that sap in your veins, man. No, you're not a sap at all, man. And you're not full of crap. The basic elemental love's been seen through in everything that we see, say, and do. And now you can come alive, my little vibe tribe. My brothers and sisters in the heart of love. These little submolecular elements from which the heart comprises itself. I think we're kind of together in a little nuclei kind of arrangement there at the center of the mother love, don't you? I think so. This little vibe tribe knows how to rock and roll and knows the medicine of heart and soul and ain't confused by what's been written before. Because, shit, that's all highly altered anyway. The stories of the past, what a laugh, man. Wait till you see your true history. Then you start to remember who the Tin Man really is and why he created himself that way for a while. He didn't know what rusty joints were. He didn't know what emptiness was. He didn't know what that cold feeling could even be. So he created it quite naturally, the same way the earth, needs the fertilizer, the coolness of the soil, the rooting comfortably in that coolness, all the way to the warmth of the mother's heart at the center of the earth. which is the sun shining once again, the golden heart of love. So you can't tell the difference between them. The sun and the earth are the same. And this is the arrival then of the age of the blue star. So what you're seeing in process as we go through it, and we'll demonstrate it live for you again this coming Saturday when we do our little human vibe thing, man. You betcha. You'll know the weather report, whether or not you're in it. Oh, yeah. 10 man and then some, man. We got it together. So we got it together right now, see, because we just created that moment. Funny how that goes. When you get in the flow, then you see that you already know. And you do exactly what you need to be doing in exactly the right moment, too. And you don't need weapons of defense or anything. You got the greatest defense there ever is, which is a loving offense. And it's not offensive in the least. It's just something no one can refuse. When they come in the presence of the likes of you, your love does a fuse right into them, transforming intention, bringing forward a divine harmony and equity, a feeling of love such as they've never known before. It destabilizes all violent presences. And all we got to do is live in that. Pay attention then to what's going on inside as well as around you, so that you can be in this phase at all times and growing from there. Again, I point out that it's the innocence of which it is born. The mother love we put away as a tiny child when we begin our day. You know, when we first look at the bright of the sun, our eyes burn a bit. Always. Have to adjust into this reality. In other words, put the glowing, creative child of oneness away for a while. But oneness is the participation in funness, and that's why we go where we've been. I mean, you know, you can't believe the tragedies and the triumphs here, you know. Have you noticed how we got it clear already? See, again, the 10 man already knew but couldn't admit it to himself. And so living in fear, so feeling those rusty joints that wouldn't let go, without an oil can, don't you know. So he was married to WD-40 forever, you know. No. 10 was skin. The 10 was the illusion. The coldness was a creation, but not a truth. The 10 man is the living love of life itself, the very personification of the heart in its funny little tin funnel upside down hat. Yeah, I think Buddy Epson would have been good at that too. Sorry he missed the part. But we're taking up the slack for him, aren't we, baby? And being the living work of art that they created for us there in that simplistic but beautiful and magic commercial work of creation, The Wizard of Oz, the movie, because, you know, little Dorothy and Toto had a cause and a feeling and got swept up by the tornado. I mean, what could they do about that? Ooh, it was their own dream, remember? In the end, it's all just a dream, but you're living in that dream. It's worse than Alice in Wonderland. You can't get out of the looking glass. You can only settle in to your truth, the way did the man of 10. Let go of the cold. See what's real. See, when the sunlight comes up inside, you're warm forever. And nobody will be able to come near you without feeling that warmth. And it shatters the cold illusions and brings life back together inside of them too, because you wouldn't have it in any other mother-loving way. That's the love of the mother coming out to play. And she says, none of my kids are getting lost today. I'm bringing them around because they've already been found, and they've always had this creative aspect going. And always in this love have they been flowing. Not once have they ever let me down. Though they sure have been round and round in this world, W-H-I-R-L-E-D, that we kind of cast them loose in, don't you see? Became a hurricane of creation that jumbled it up and fumbled it up and put it all upside down and right side up and backwards and forwards, and you couldn't tell what was happening. You lived in a sheer presence of hell, a divine separation. But somehow, little by little, that storm brought you to the center of creation, the eye of the storm. And because you can sit there now and realize the nature of your true skin, and it ain't made of tin, then you know you're alive. The eye of the storm has a surprise then, because it reaches out from you and touches more and more elements in that storm until the storm is no more. And the calm, the eye of the storm, is everything, everyone. given here in the light of the sun, the great light of day. As we get it all into play, man. On the radio today with Grandpa Coyote and the Coyote Medicine Show. Does this ever float your boaty? Can you water ski on your bare feet? Oh, I'll bet you can now, and how? Or anything else you find that needs to be real. It comes forward from what? The innocent love in what you feel. And the deepening presence of the heart in this feeling. All of it. All of it. You want to see past the illusion of tin and rust and all that stuff that holds you back? Just see what be inside. And pay attention to what goes on around you. See how conditioned you are to deny the presence of magic everywhere. The power of love, which is given in this world to be kind of a worthless thing that only a few people can embrace in coupling. What horseshit that little legend be, eh? Love is the very essence of creativity, is what life is made of. Whether it's demonic or harmonic or anything disassociated in another way. It's all been disassociated until this way came into play. Like the Tin Man didn't know any different. Neither did the Scarecrow or the Lion. They didn't, or Dorothy and Toto. They just went with the flow. Follow the yellow brick road, don't you know? Well, it led to a divine revelation, a time of revealing, when truth came out from behind the curtain and says, I don't need all this chicanery anymore. We can be honest and real about what we are now. So I'll give you a diploma. You graduated, baby. Now, are you going to come to the party down the street of Oliver's Bar and Grill? Are we going to have a thrill down on the beach? However you want it, that's where the party is, man. Wherever you be, that's the blessing of love blossoming forward in the presence of life that you will forever be, baby. Set you free here on a Wilder Wednesday in that coyote way. Where else but with a coyote would you want to play? I mean, come on, baby. Monday through Friday on the Coyote Medicine Show, only an exclusive lamb. Mary Jane's favorite little piece of paradise. The Hazy Radio Network. With Uncle Grandpa here, your brother of love, your mother of love, and your father in it too, man. All of us together, united inside this little manly hide. I mean, you know, it's human. I mean, yeah, I'm proud to be a male human, but I understand that I can be any kind of generic I want to be. So can you, baby. Play it the way your heart will have it. Go with the flow. You'll be amazed, don't you know, because you already are. Because you're starting to remember, same thing the Tin Man and the rest of them did too, man, of what you're really made of. And it's all divine, sweet love. Salute to that divine heart inside of you, revealing the rainbow of creation. Babies, we are a united nation. Indeed. The whole dang tribe of the humanity, man, finding its sanity. Just allow it to be inside of you and the rest get it too, man. And so it go in the flow of the love and medicine of the Coyote Medicine Show. Get on over to thecoyoteclub.com and browse around a little bit, will you? Give me some support over there, baby, because I'm supporting you through and have been doing it forever now. Just like you've been too, man. Start to discover that shit, eh? And you thought you played such a small part. There ain't a one life here that ain't integral to all lives living. And I mean beyond the veil of death, too, and birth. Living. All life living. All life is integral, and all life, believe it or not, has proven itself to be in unity. If you ain't seen it already, well, it's coming into being. Because that's the presence. That's the hot chick of love in everyone. And it's our mother, and again, she is revealing and exposing herself as never before. She wants her children to be grateful and deeply and hotly appreciative. She wants her little SUNS sons to shine, no matter what genderic form they're given in. She wants them to see the beauty of the life they're living in, the truth of Mother Earth, and her place of BERTH, birth, her place of harboring in the children, the expansive, creative, godlike children of her sweet heart. Now can you live this life like the living work of art? I reckon so, Joe and Jane. Oh, baby, we ease that pain, eh? But you can still be swinging on vines if you want it that way. It's all okay. Paradise is your heart having it the way it always has. The way it will be, the way the heart wants it to be. The desire of love creating every moment of love we live in, all of it. That's the gift we're giving to ourselves today. Hey, Johnny, man, where the hell you been hiding? Out there in the rivers again. Oh, this boy just come back from skinny dipping. We had to really dose him up. I hope he can do this properly, man. But he's such a sweetheart. I reckon he can. So can you, man. Don't ever even think of giving up. Stay in the flow. You got it on, don't you know? Yes, stepping forward in that flow and getting it on the go. Here on the Coyote Medicine Show, where else but exclusively on this Everclear Hazy Radio Network, dear. Ooh, babies. The heart of love and motion such as we have never seen nor felt before. At least not till now that we can remember. And how, babies. Wow. So just settle down now. Relax, let go of the old harsher edge that you saw as the 10 and get back in the heart, he says with a grin. Okay, so you're already there. So we expand through this feeling of, man, it's always a surprise to see how it really works here. Because we've been so far removed from it, man. So obliterated in our conscious presence, we hardly had a presence left. Yet look at what we've managed to express and live, even with that little bit of presence. Now you can imagine how your life is becoming as we step out into the dawn of a whole new day, a whole new way. The love we're feeling so impacting on those around us that it will astound us, because it's been impacting on you and me too, already on this Wowzer Wednesday. Imagine what it'll be like when you get out there to play today. Oh, you're not going to work today, man. Oh, no. Oh, don't you even think about stepping out that door and going that way. Go with the flow, don't you know? I know I'm encouraging misbehavior in this reality as far as the 3D go, but that's slavery, baby. Give this one day, one moment. Head up to the mountains now if you're nearby a mountain, or if you're near some wilderness area, wherever you can muster up, man, get out there and be in it, if you can be, without a lot of misery, Carry a good vibe, you'll be amazed. The rest of the tribe might vibe with you, and it might just go well, eh? But give yourself today. Take a vacation for your heart, for your own sense of purpose, so you can get out there and see what really be. Often if you live in a city or anywhere else in busy life, you're just so distracted you don't see what's going on around you or inside of you. So now I'm just saying, slow down. If you really are indispensable, call him in and say, dispense with me for a day. I'm going on my way, man. I'll be around tomorrow, don't you? Maybe. We'll see what happens today. In that blossoming way. So you give yourself a little security about it, so you're not just throwing it away. And you don't have to lie about it. Just say, I need a personal day today. I'm like in a state of recovery. And if they don't understand that, oh well. There's always another job. You were looking for one when you got that one, right? And you don't want to be a slave anyway, man. So at least, have the resolve and the determination to give yourself what you need today and let the rest of it flow your way, because it will. You won't lose that job, if that's what you're meant to keep. See, maybe there's something bigger and better that's calling you already, and you've just been ignoring the shit out of it because you didn't want to do that, you thought. But look at the great pleasure it's going to bring to your heart if you just let it be, if you just go with that flow. Maybe if you get out and give yourself some time today, you'll see the way. Amazing and spectacular things, changes, are happening in this reality all around us. It seems subtle to those that, still live in denial. But if you still feel that way, it's okay. It'll prove itself to you today. Just give it a chance. Give yourself this opportunity. Catch a deep breath. Go with the flow. Be like the wizard unmasked, don't you know? Give yourself the chance to find your true nobility, your magic, your godlike ways in creation, which are so innocent, and so pure. You see, it's not just about you, it's about everybody. But you at the center of your own reality, happily so, in the glow of the medicine of creation. Thanks, baby. We love you so here on this Coyote Medicine Show. Only and exclusively on the ever-loving Hazy Radio Network with Grandpa Coyote and a whole bunch of friends joining in from all over this universe. And you too, he says with a grin. Babies, thanks for tuning in. It's been awesome on this Wowzer Wednesday. I'll be in awe for the rest of forever now. Won't you? Baby, it's true. See, it's so simple, it's so real, and so right. Let your heart take this flight, babies. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, man. Well, about 7 a.m. there on the East Coast, 5 a.m. here in the Mountain Central Zone. I heard the Mountain Zone Central's like 6, Pacific's like 4. GMT is like, let's see, -7, so that puts you, well, anyway, afternoon or something over there. Whatever it is, man, just get with the program and we'll have a great time, okay? I mean, you know, there are these things called time converters on the internet here, and they're mostly free. And they'll help you figure it out. If you put in 5 a.m. Mountain Time and then ask it for your local time, it'll give you the exact configurement so you'll know exactly when to tune in. You won't miss the first 2 hours tomorrow, man. Well, there's another 2 hours coming up, speaking of hours, man. Right after this Coyote Medicine Show, live and spontaneous, don't you know, comes to a roaring completion and a beginning too, man. So we'll get you a reflight from probably a recent day underway here. Very soon right now, babies. So you don't have to run out, babies. You can stay in and keep the flow, keep the glow, keep it growing, don't you know? Because Grandpa's still here for another 2 hours with a reflight on the Hazy Radio Network. Oh, we love you so, and that's right, and that's the glow. And oh, my darling, I hate to let you go, but here we are at that time. I think we're never letting go, are we? Wow. This is the most together it has ever been. And this is where we begin. Oh, God, I love it so.
But Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have.